Imagine the very first day that you walk into the gym and going over to the heaviest weight that you can possibly find, lifting it up and expecting to be able to continue lifting it, to expect to be able to lift it confidently and just start doing reps. You would not expect this of yourself. And so, just as the physical muscles in our body, we also have the opportunity to build our spiritual muscle. And this is something that takes time and attention and dedication. And just like anything that we desire to become good at, to become masters at, we must have a level of devotion within us. And I really wanted to talk about this today because here's what happens when we start hearing about spirituality and all of these mystical laws of the universe and how things work, and that we could simply just ask for something and the universe will deliver. This is the law of manifestation, right? Kind of. We need to have a level of understanding, of understanding, of putting in the reps, of doing things over and over and over to see this works, this doesn't work, this will get me answers and solutions, this won't. And yes, there are processes, there are immutable laws of the universe which we can harness and access and utilize to our benefit and favor. However, if we are simply just seeing what someone has taken years and hours to cultivate and expecting to be able to do that on our own, we are really limiting our potential and growth, because our soul has a journey to grow and evolve and expand into. So when it comes to asking for things that we want, here's what I find to happen. Because I tell people, have you asked for it? Have you asked your guides for this? Have you asked the universe? Have you asked source? Have you asked like your higher self to lead me, to show me? Have you asked your guides to help facilitate in this? And then what happens, because I've done this too, is then you think, okay, so this really challenging thing in my life, I'm gonna ask, like, show me how to heal this. Show me how to completely transform this relationship. Show me what I need to do in this relationship. Show me what I need to do, like this career that I've been in for 10 years. Show me, like, should I leave it? And just as we would build a muscle, we must start with the smaller things. So I'm going to give you an example, because over the years, that's totally how I started out, of like, oh, I can just ask, like, okay, like, angels, just let's do the healing. Like, let's just have it done. Okay. And miracles, of course, happen. But why you are experiencing is because there's a lesson and a learning and a teaching and a journey that your soul and higher self are leading you on, right? So there is a inner alchemy and transformation that takes place when we go through the healing of our body, when we go through the healing of a relationship, when we go through the healing of a career and stepping into our purpose and doing what we desire, right? Like, these are things that if it were to just drop in, we don't get the soul growth and evolution. So I'm going to take you on a journey. So the other day, my higher self tells me I need to go to the coast. I need to go to the ocean, which, if you've been around here for a little while, you know my nature-loving soul, these are like my favorite days, going to the ocean, going to the coast. And as I'm on my way to the coast, I ask my angels and guides, I was like, guides, will you, I love to stop at this food, it's like a little health food store at the coast, and they always have like gluten-free and regular, like, healthy treats, right? That they make there, and it's so sweet. It's like a little co-op, and I love it. because if you're in a markets environment and human design, if you know, you know, I love a good market, especially a health food one. Being a nutritionist, anything that has like healthy food, like I love that, all about it. So I love to stop at this little place, and they on occasion will have these gluten-free donuts that are just incredible. So I'm like, guys, will you please have one of those donuts? Will you save me one? Will you save me one for when I get there? So I ask, let it go, and I arrive there and I see the donuts. They're not gluten-free. They're usually gluten-free. This time they're not. And I was like, all right, whatever. It's not meant to be. That's fine. So I go and do my thing. I go and frolic along the water. And as I'm leaving, I see a sign that says farmer's market. So again, we know I have to go because I love any type of market, particularly healthy food ones. So I flip around, I go to this market, I immediately see these cute little baby zucchinis, a French man who has raw cheese, a Mediterranean man making hummus. So like we know, like no brainer, a French man making cheese and a Mediterranean man making hummus. We know, like, thank you. Like, wow, things are just lining up. And then all of a sudden I start smelling this. I was like, what is it? It smells so good. So I walk over to where I'm smelling this, and I see, lo and behold, a donut cart. Now, my friends, not only is this a donut cart, I look at the sign and it says gluten-free donuts cooked in organic coconut oil. Fresh, warm, made right there. And my initial thing as I saw this man, I was like, how is this man a donut maker? He like looks so healthy. Now we know, because he's cooking in organic coconut oil, because if we know seed oils are not good for our bodies, and they are gluten-free. I immediately just like look at this sign, and I just hear my guy say, here's your donuts. So here's the thing. First of all, there's a few lessons in this. Ask for the smaller things too. Ask for the gluten-free donuts. Ask for the parking spaces, which I also got that too. I actually didn't even ask for that. I pulled up the best parking spot that I could have possibly gotten, because we're just in the miracle frequency. We're in the miracle frequency. Miracles are inevitable. So if you're not in the miracle frequency, if you're not talking to your angels and guides, show you how to do all of this. Details for that are below. So we're in the miracle frequency. I'm asking for the small things, and thus I'm building this muscle, because when we ask for something, it's like we expect it to just like drop in out of nowhere. No, I asked, and then it was like, oh, now there is a reality in which there is a farmer's market happening the exact day that I go at the exact time. It literally started half an hour before I came across it. And it's just like these things, like all of this came in because I asked. Now, could we say that it was just a coincidence? If that makes you feel better, sure, but I don't believe in coincidences anymore. I just don't. I cannot, after all of the magic, miracles, synchronicities that I've seen. This is how our universe works. Miracles, magic, and synchronicities are living in alignment with our soul and source. Okay? So there's nothing coincidental about anything that happens in our world. So I get these donuts. Warm, pillowy, soft, salty, and sweet. It was just like nothing I've ever had before. Better than I could have ever imagined, right? This is the other thing. This is the second part. Be open to, when you ask, things coming to you in ways better than you could have ever imagined. Happening in, oh my gosh, like I could have never expected when I asked for a donut, that this is how it would have transpired, right? And so building this muscle, asking for the simple things. Don't just ask, like, begin your journey by, please heal this chronic condition that I've been dealing with for 10 years. Yes, please ask for that, but also ask for the smaller things too. Ask for guidance for the smaller things. Ask for support for the smaller things. And then we build this muscle. We build this trust. We build this communication with our guides and angels. I'm like literally like, my guides are like laughing as I'm like, they're just smiling and laughing. I'm like, this is well played. Well played. So really, we have to be open, because it's so easy to get stuck in our mind of like, okay, like I asked for the donuts to be at this shop, therefore they have to be at that shop. But no, like I've gotten to a place where I'm like, I deeply trust that if something is meant to be, it will be. And you know what? Like maybe I really wasn't supposed to have them, and I would have been okay with that. And so when we build that muscle, I will be okay no matter what. I will be okay. Either way is good. Either way is good. And when we build that muscle with the little things, we now build that muscle with the big things, okay? Because either way I'm good, that is a magnetic energy. Either way I'm good. Either way I'm good if there's massive business proposal and whatever comes to fruition or not, because I trust to know that if it doesn't, it's for my greatest good. Either way I'm good if I get this job that I really, really, really want, because I know that if I don't get it, it's for a purpose. Either way I'm good if this guy, girl doesn't call me back, because either way I trust that maybe they're not the one for me. Maybe they're not my soulmate, right? And so this is how we begin to open ourselves up energetically to allow, to welcome in the answers, the solution, the guidance, because now we are an open vessel for miracles, for magic, for the miraculous to work in its miraculous ways. Look back at all of the incredible things that have happened in your life. They never came in the way that you could have imagined. But now when we begin to build our muscle, our spiritual muscle of asking for the small things, of asking for advice for the small things, asking your higher self, what should I do about this saying in this email, saying to this person, that's a low stakes thing. Should I go up to this person and say hello? Low stakes things. And then we get to the bigger things. Should I leave this 10-year relationship? Should I quit my job? Then we can get to the bigger things, but we have to start with the smaller things to build the muscle. And then the second part is be open to all of the miraculous ways that this could take place, because don't limit yourself. Don't limit your potential. Don't limit the potential of the universe. The universe is so vast in infinite possibilities. Anything that you want, there are infinite ways in which you can get it. And so be open. Be open to all of the ways that the magic and miracles and synchronicities can find you. And if you want to tap into this more and amplify this and speed up this process, then hop in the miracle frequency. All of the details will be below for that. And until next time, I hope, I pray, I trust, and I invite you to dedicate to the journey. There is no destination. It's all about the process and all about the learning. And so with that, I'm just sending you all infinite love and light.